healing through release and practice. I look at it like this. People go through things and they decide they had enough. And they're like, no, I'm going to heal. I'm going to heal. And today is the day I'm going to do better. And I'm going to heal. And they really don't understand what healing is. They're healing from a situation that just happened. That situation, whether it was a breakup, whether it was a friendship disruption, whether it was a divorce, whatever it is, they decided at that moment they had enough and they're healing from that because they're not going to let that person or that thing drain them. But that's the surface. That's the surface. That's the piece that just drove you to healing. But it's deeply rooted. It's usually rooted from your childhood trauma. And you know, a lot of people don't realize the reason why they chase in a relationship. And it doesn't matter, well, we'll talk about females because they say men do the chasing, females are not supposed to. But a lot of times the females do the chasing in the relationship and overextending and giving in the relationship is because they felt that abandonment is an abandonment wound from their childhood. So if they don't know to go heal that part way back there, then they're only going to surface heal, and that same energy is just going to come to another person because they're going to do the same thing. And when I teach that is going back to your childhood is more so go back and speak to that child that processed that abandonment as not being loved. Because that abandonment wound taught them to people please, chase, you know, overextend themselves to keep people into their lives. But that childhood, let's take it back. Maybe your parents had to work. You know, your mom had to work all the time. And when she came home, and I use this example a lot, it could be three of you. The baby, of course, the baby get the most attention, and then the oldest is going to get the attention because they demand the attention. You know, they're the oldest. They're like the father, mother of the household when the mother's not there, right? And but you were left out. You got what was left. So when you got what was left, it was kind of like, hurry up. What do you need? You know, because that's all that parent had to give to you. But now as an adult looking at it, I want you to see it as that did not say I don't love you. What that say is, you can look at it this way. I know that you're independent. I know that you can take care of yourself, so I don't have to pour too much into you. So this is all I got. They're more needy than you are. You can look at it that way. Or you can look at it as what it is. That parent worked, raising three kids. She's tired. You know, she or he may not realize how they did you. You don't have to go back to that person and say, you did this to me. All you have to do is just go back to that childhood when you registered that of being abandoned, that you weren't loved and that you had to do extra to get love. When you register that, I need you to go back to that and speak to it and say that's not true because what you processed was a lie, right? And it became your truth. Now I need you to go process the truth, which is abandonment. That was not abandonment. That did not equate to I didn't love you. So that's just one of the things that I teach. You know, always check yourself. Check yourself.